The 1-5 Los Angeles Chargers coming off a dreadful loss to the Oakland Raiders, where Marshawn Lynch had one of the greatest games in NFL history, rushing for over 370 yards and 4 touchdowns. They're going to be taking on the 4-1 Broncos, who's actually beat the Raiders. That's the Raiders only lost and just lost last week. No clue who they played. Let's go first quarter. First play from scrimmage as Jeremiah Atachu right there, as Trevor Siemian had no chance. Atachu with that sack. So 3rd and 7 on the 28 for the Denver Broncos. Trevor Siemian would look for, I believe that was Demaryius Thomas. And Demaryius Thomas would gain 7, which is not enough for the first down, 4 inches. Some 1st and 10 on the 36 for the Chargers. Philip Rivers was scrambling, and he would find an open Keenan Allen. This man is a high flyer because he's paying for your air ticket. That was really corny. That was not scripted, clearly. As on the 2nd and 4 on the 45, Philip Rivers would find Mike Williams, as if the Chargers were only able to get a field goal that drive. So it's 3-0. Siemian would look for C.J. Anderson, who would be KA-BOOMDED by Jahlil Addae. So the Broncos once again left to punt it. Then Philip Rivers will fake hand it off to Melvin Gordon. He finds an open Tyrell Williams, and Tyrell Williams will get past 50 to the 58. So 1st and 10 on the 48. Did I say 38? I'm stupid. Rivers would go back to Tyrell Williams, and he'd get to the 31-yard line. So now the next play on the 31, Melvin Gordon would get pit-sticked, and he would pick up his own fumble, but he would lose 9. So 4th and 17 on the 38. This is a 55-yard kick for Josh Lambo, and once again, he's just short. He's been just short a lot this year. 2nd and 3 on the 24, Siemian and Jamal Charles in the backfield. He would hand it off to Charles, and Charles would have some running room to about the 10-yard line, gaining 14. So 3rd and goal on the 2. It would be a handoff to C.J. Anderson, who would get trucked at the 1 and would not get it. Jatavis Brown, who destroyed him, would actually get injured, but he'll be A-okay in return like 2 plays later, as he hurt his shoulder. So 1st and 10 on the 46 for the Chargers. Philip Rivers is scrambling. He would find an open Tyrell Williams, who had a very, very solid day. Not quite as solid as Keenan Allen. We'll see what Keenan Allen did just a moment. So 2nd and 11 on the 21. Rivers will look for Mike Williams, and Williams with the first down. Yeah, he would get to the 6-yard line. He was solid, not good as Tyrell or Keenan. 2nd and goal on the 5. Rivers under pressure. He would kind of be sacked by Derek Wolfe. Fumble it and into the hands of Von Miller. And Von Miller would take it the distance. Hunter Henry cannot catch up, and the Denver Donkeys would take the lead 10-7. So, 2 minutes left in the first half. Chargers down 10-3. Philip Rivers scrambling. He will find who else but Mr. Keenan Allen, and Keenan Allen would gain 21. So 2nd and 10 on the 49. Rivers, not under much pressure, would find Antonio Gates. Gates would break a bunch of tackles out here looking like beast mode. There goes Antonio Gates, but at the 1-yard line, he would fumble it. Mike Williams would pick it up. Wouldn't it be a touchdown? Well, they didn't count it as a touchdown, but the very next play, Mike Williams got his touchdown, and the Chargers would tie the game up. So 29 seconds left for the Denver Donkeys. Siemian, can the Broncos get some more points before halftime? Well, he will be sacked by Joey Bosa, who has, I believe, at the end of this game, like 13.5 sacks. He's been ridiculous. And then just as the second quarter is about to end, Trevor Siemian will fumble it. Jason Verrett will pick it up, and the Chargers will get a halftime lead. Of course, Mr. Joey Bosa was there. I believe Atachu was there as well. So second half underway. The Chargers starting off with the ball. Philip Rivers would find who else but Keenan Allen, and Keenan Allen would get a first down to the 46. Philip Rivers already almost 250 yards. 2nd and 14 on the 28. Rivers looking deep for Keenan Allen again. This man is so damn reliable. So 3rd and 12 on the 23. Siemian would be sacked again, this time by Brandon Mebane, veteran defensive tackle. So 2nd and 9 on the 54th quarter underway, as the Chargers up 20-10. Philip Rivers will look deep for guess who? Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen would get the score, and the Chargers would extend their lead to 27-10. Can they win their second game in just 3 weeks? 2-1. How did that happen? So first and 10 on the 20. Trevor Siemian will be sacked again, this time by Melvin Ingram. So second and 4 on the 48, 7.5 minutes left in the game. Trevor Siemian would find an open man. This guy would be Carlos Henderson, the rookie from Louisiana Tech, sorry. So third and goal on the 8, Siemian. Not under too much pressure, he would find Jake, not Jake Butt, but some other Jake, don't know what his name is. First career touchdown reception, but play will be reviewed. However, the play would stand, and then Von Miller actually got injured for the Broncos. Sorry. He'll be out for this game, however, he's going to return next week for them. So third and 13, Rivers would scramble, he would run with it, and he would be injured. Grabbing at his wrist, however, the injury would not be a wrist injury, it'd be an elbow injury. More on the injury later. That's very, very, very bad news for the Chargers. So Kellen Clemens will come in and play the rest of his game. As that one will be tipped and intercepted by Jahlil Adaye. Him and Trey Boston, the two safeties, have been great this year. And Phillip Rivers dislocated his elbow. It does not say out for the game. It says TBD. And that's kind of scary. So first and goal on the 8, Melvin Gordon with a juke move. And he would not get the touchdown. He'd go down for 1. So third and goal on the 1, Kellen Clemens would find Brandon Oliver wide open for the score. And the Chargers would extend the lead to 34-17. Not much time left for the Broncos. Siemian on first and 10 would look for C.J. Anderson. And Anderson would fumble it. However, the Broncos would pick it up and get the first down. So, 2-minute warning, and the Broncos are down by as many points as they have, 17, as Melvin Ingram with his second sack of the game. Third and 7 now on the 31, a minute and a half left. Siemian, not under too much pressure, and he would find an open Demaryius Thomas, who would be hit hard by Trey Boston at about the 4-yard line. Thomas would be a little shaken up, as this one would be Carlos Henderson with a touchdown. That one would also be reviewed, however, it would stood. So, the Broncos going with an onside kick, however, it would be recovered by the Chargers, so that's pretty much the game. Third and 13 on the 48, Siemian would hand it off to Melvin Gordon, and Gordon will be stopped, so the Broncos still have a small chance. Let's see what they can do with that chance. Third and 1 on the 11, Kaiser Valazer punted it to the 2-yard line. Not looking good for the Broncos. That will be intercepted by Trey Boston, his 4th on the year. He got paid, I believe, last week or the week before. Well-deserved. So the Chargers just going to go for a field goal to end it, pad up the score, and they would get it. That will be your game, your score. Broncos 24 and Chargers 37. Phillip Rivers injury, he's going to be out for 5. I didn't sim, so he's going to be out for 4 weeks. Next episode will be the trade deadline, and we're also going to be looking for who's going to replace Phillip Rivers.